Hi, everyone. You hear me okay? My name is Ephrat, and I'm excited to be here today. I've been at AppsFlyer for over 2 years now. I started off as a customer success manager, and now I am focused on the business insights and analytics. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about AppsFlyer and how we do customer success, and also share our journey with Totango and explain how we use it as an early warning system. So AppsFlyer is the leading mobile attribution and analytics company, and basically what we do is offer mobile marketers, or we help mobile marketers make better decisions. So we give them the data that they need to make the right decisions at the right time, and we provide them with one single dashboard where they can track and monitor their entire mobile media activity in real time so that they can optimize ROI and optimize their advertising spend. So AppsFlyer was founded in 2012. In the last 2 years, we've grown from a team of 30 people sitting in one single office in our headquarters near Tel Aviv in Israel. And we grew to close to 250 people in 12 different offices across the globe. And that includes over 50 customer success managers in 11 of our offices. And we serve over 12,000 advertisers. These are our customers. And we process over 250 billion mobile events per month. So this is what it looks like. Basically, you can see the advertisers, our customers on the left. And instead of them having to integrate a single SDK for each of the ad networks and partners that they decide to work with, they can simply use AppsFlyer's single, universal, and unbiased SDK, and then work with all of the ad networks. And we're integrated with over 2,000 networks, and that includes Facebook, Google, Twitter, and more. So having over 12,000 advertisers and handling and processing such a large amount of information and data kind of creates interesting challenges and goals for us. So I think the main goal here when managing such a large amount of customers and data is to be on top. And you really need to be proactive. You need to reach out to your customers at the right time with the right data for them and provide them with the maximum value in each touch point and each step of their journey with your company. And the CSM teams also need to know how to prioritize and focus their work so they know how to be on top and reach out to the customers at the right time. And of course, also there's a goal to increase customer satisfaction and ultimately reduce churn. So we needed, at AppsFlyer, we were looking for a tool that would help and support us manage all of this activity and achieve these goals that we set. And we selected Totango, and that's the solution that we're using today. So in September 2015, we were first introduced to Totango, and we quickly integrated it and started using it and testing it. It worked okay. The next milestone was more important. So in May 2016, we completed our second instance, and that's where this time the implementation was kind of bigger and better. So we synced more data to Totango, and we're syncing data both from Salesforce and also from our backend system. So information from Salesforce like account data and customer information, and also from our backend usage and activity of our customers in our dashboard to understand what they're looking at in the dashboard, what they're doing, how often are they doing it. And we also scheduled hands-on sessions with our teams, and I think this was key, and we'll talk about it in a minute. And we successfully increased and improved adoption this time around. So what makes us unique? So I think the first thing that made us, how we did things differently was really focus on driving Totango adoption. And I remember the exact moment when I thought to myself that this time we need to do it bigger and better. And we really need to show the teams the added value in using Totango in order for them to actually use it and to want to use it. And so I quickly scheduled sessions with the CSMs across the globe. And we set up hands-on sessions and one-on-one sessions and showing them an overview of the dashboard and showing them how to create segments and what's important to look at, and also how to create success plays that are relevant for them. And we even created a template folder under the segments where the CSMs could go and get some ideas and kind of take it and make it their own and customize it. And then we also added Totango to our academy curriculum. So every new CSM that joins the company has a Totango session with us. And the second thing that we did differently is using Totango as an early warning system. Now, rather than focusing on the health insights that Totango provides, we decided to use it as an early warning system, and we put in alerts and segments and success plays to notify us when things aren't running smoothly on the customer's side. So using Totango as an early warning system helps us identify technical issues. So we're closely tracking and monitoring drops in traffic and volume on our customer's side, or anything that could indicate some sort of issue with the SDK implementation, for example. And we also it helps us recognize potential churn. So we have all of this data syncing to Totango, and we can really see interesting trends to identify potential churn. And also recognize when our customers aren't successfully completing the onboarding process, for example. And even things like tracking the last CSM touch point helps us make sure we're on top, so that we're reaching out to the customers at the right time and we're not losing them. And I think the key here is to do all of this before the customer even realizes it. So imagine notifying your customer of a technical issue on their side before they've even realized that they have an issue. And that's what customer success is all about. So the results have been great. We've successfully reduced churn. We're currently at 0% churn for our customers over $50,000 in ARR. We have a talented team of customer success managers who are empowered by this data. So we give them the data that they need to reach out to the customers at the right time, to perfect the customer's journey, and also to provide the best service that we can to our customers. And we also focused on efficiency, and using Totango, for example, enables our customer success managers to efficiently manage their time, to prioritize, to focus, to reach out at the right time, and also be more proactive with our customers. And this is especially important when managing such a large amount of customers with so much data. So the most important tips that I wanted to share with you is, first of all, know your customers. So really know who your customers are and know what they need so that you can give them the best service possible. And think outside the box. So use the right tools and have the data work for you. So look beyond the data and be creative in the segments that you're looking at, and create success plays and kind of play around with it and see what suits you and what suits your business best. It's important to create a great relationship with the customer success teams, and that's one that's built on trust and on feedback. So share best practices with the teams and share success stories across the company. Now with Zoe, it's even easier to do it. And I think that it's important to have a dedicated Totango champion. So have somebody who's really dedicated and committed to this process and can work very closely with the teams to make sure that they're looking at the right things and that they're using the system properly. And then last but not least, I think it's very important that the teams see the added value in Totango and using it, and they understand what's in it for me. And remember that different teams are going to need different things and a different approach. And when you're leading customer success at your company, it's important to make sure that each person, whether it's the CEO or the CSM, they have exactly the data that they need and what's relevant to them to make the right decisions and to better serve your customers. So thank you for your time. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have now or after the session, and I wish you all lots of customer success.
What questions do we have for Ephrat? I'll chase you down up here.
Yeah.
So, why did you decide to implement Totango or a CS tool within your organization?
Well, I think for us it was quite clear because of the large amount of customers that we were handling and the teams that were, across the globe and not sitting in one room together. I think you really need a tool that helps you manage and be on top and kind of have the data served to you. And that's when we realized that we really did need a system like Totango, and we checked a few of the other options, and Totango was the perfect fit for us. And we continue to work closely with the teams. And I think not just selecting the right tool, but also implementing it properly and introducing it properly to your teams and make sure that they feel comfortable using the system. And for us, I can say from our experience that the teams that we did have those hands-on sessions and one-on-one sessions, and that we continue to do that with them every single day and week, are the teams that are going to use it the most and use it the best. So I think that's also key.
Did you find that the product champion for Totango, that was you?
Yeah.
Do you sit within the customer success team, or do you sit in a different organization?
Well, now I no longer sit in the room just because of the size of the room, but I come and I join them and I sit around. I try at least once every week or two to spend the entire day with them. And I know the team very well. I started off as a customer success manager. I think that there is a challenge when being the champion or the dedicated Totango person at the company when it's global. And I think it's just schedule some time with them and spend time and also have that open channel of communication so that they feel comfortable coming to you and asking. And we had some CSMs that right away started using Totango and they were happy with it, and others that I got this reply from somebody who was kind of managing a specific region on his own. And when I came to him and I said, let's schedule a session, I can show you, what to do with Totango, he said, I don't have time to learn another system. I'm too busy. I'm like trying to write back to all the customers and be on top, and I don't have time to do it. And it was a process, I think. But then after the first session that I had with him, he really gave the feedback and said, now I understand, and this is what it's going to help me do. And I realize that it'll help me manage my time. Rather than being overwhelmed with all the incoming emails, I can be proactive and I can notice things on time. So I think it is important to keep close, relationship with the customer success managers. Any
Other questions? All right, so next stop
Okay,
is
thank
lunch.
you.
Thank
Everyone's
you,
happy.
Ephrat.
Thank you.